Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Britballin. I'm joined by Mike McGugan, joined by my little angel of the north here, Adam. How are we doing?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm very, very good. How's everything going?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad. Bit of a
The elephant in the room here, mate. Are you in tier 3 or not?
yeah, we are. Yeah, tier 3. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I've got no idea what it means. Big bad Boris striking again, but yeah, we'll just see what happens.
I'm pretty pleased. It's the last day of November for me, which means this little bad boy can be going soon. This little naughty number. My full-time girlfriend and my little boy are over the moon. They're going to shave it tonight or tomorrow, so I don't look like you know what.
It is shocking. I'm not going to lie, mate. It needs to go. It really does need to go. Yeah. I'm moving my mic a bit. It was in the camera there. Can you still hear it?
I can still hear you all right, mate. Yeah. So I think tonight's show is going to be a good one. We've got, I reckon, I'll go out and say probably the two best footballers on the show.
Apart from me.
Apart from me and you, obviously. I didn't say best hands because obviously that's me.
Yeah.
Best hands in Britain, right here. Little fat digits.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to be the best of. I'm more of like a jack of all trades sort of guy, if I'm honest.
Master of none.
Yeah, master of none. QB lineman deal.
The rest of it, yeah. These two are definitely the best players. But so we've got two guests on tonight who it appears COVID scuppered not only our plans but their plans as well. But I think they're still making the most of it. So without further introduction, we're going to add David and Glen to the screen. How are we doing, guys?
Hi. Hey.
Loving that hat, Glen. Look at the hat.
My hair is a mess, so I'm like, hat or no hat. So I'm like, hat indoors.
I mean, I wish I could pull off that hat. I think this show constantly reaffirms me. I am so uncool.
I can't believe you need the stream to tell you that, man.
To be fair, that's a fair point. I don't really need the stream to tell me that. I've known that for a long time. How are we doing, guys?
Oh, good.
I'm good. So where are we talking to you both from? So I'm imagining they're not the UK.
No, I'm back home. I'm back home in London.
Back home. Yeah. Oh, right, okay. Oh, well, that puts a pop in my balloon. Me thinking we've gone international, but we clearly haven't.
We had 20 minutes scheduled to ask you what the weather was like, where you were, man, what you playing on.
Right, 1 minute. Let me just delete these next few questions. So you both not you've tricked us there. I'm a bit of a stalker on Facebook and Instagram and stuff. You've both not been home for a long time, have you? As I'm assuming, you've both been playing abroad.
I mean, I normally come home for the off season, but like,
yeah,
man. About the same, really. Home for off season, and then see what happens next year.
So obviously we've got you guys on the show because last year I think it was you both entered the CFL combine, and we're going to talk quite a bit about that tonight because I think it was pretty exciting for the British game, a massive step. But firstly, I just want to get a bit of a story from you both, how you got into the game. It's obviously a unique sport to get into, so I always love this part to find out whether you was plucked off the street or kidnapped in a nightclub like I was. David, you first, mate. How did you get into the sport? Usually.
I kind of normally watched it. Do you know a show called Blue Mountain State?
Yeah. What do you mean we know the show? Of course we know it. Sad Castle.
In my form days, and then there was no team around me, so I was like, all right, cool. Like I was interested in it. I saw little highlights here and there, but when I got into Surrey, I originally went to play rugby. It's normal, but then when I saw like the American football stand, I was like, shit, might as well give it a try. What happens? And from there, I've never really looked back.
Yeah, good. So it was a university thing, just fresh as fair.
Yeah.
Saw the bright lights and the pads and helmets and got through to it.
I've done freshers fair. It's normally a pen, a clipboard, and a helmet on a desk, mate. That's how it normally
is. Surrey have obviously got a better game than up north. They've got like technology down there, Adam. It's a weird thing. You'll get it up there one day. When you get off your horse and cart, you'll get it. Glen, what about you, bud?
Same thing as David. I used to do track and field, and then I went to uni, and I was like, why not try something new? And then I saw they had an American football team, and we've all seen like different movies or like those highlight takes on YouTube. So I was like, yeah, why not? Why not try out for my uni team? And the funny thing is, I actually knew David before, like, not before uni, but like I went up against David in uni. Our uni went up against each other. I didn't like him at all.
Coming out now, boys.
5 minutes in, the drama started. Go on. So what happened?
Nothing. He was just like would play. I think he went to
It was fingers against Stags. I remember because all week there was like, hey, watch out for number 30. Was it 32 or 34? It was
32, 32, yeah, 32.
Hey, I was like, don't worry, man. I was watching film the whole week on Glen just to make sure that they tweak, man. I would never forget that.
Yeah, like, and then like I didn't watch one back then, so it was a surprise. I'm like, damn, man, who's this big guy? And back then, I hated contact. I wasn't a fan of it. Like every player having David hit me, I'm like, damn, man. Like I'm really trying to go the opposite way. And then my mum saying like towards David, so I'm like, I'm not really trying to go that way. If you can,
giving him one of these and that.
Whereas now, I think this would be like if you two hit in the hole, it'd be like the immovable object against the unstoppable force. Like, bang! So have you got? So obviously you got your rivalry then carried on. I'm assuming then, boys, because Glen, you're a Blitz guy. David, Warriors.
I see. I'm like, damn, this guy's following me everywhere.
He just wants to hit you, doesn't he? So I mean, that's a pretty fierce rivalry down there. So I've heard. I mean, it's not like everyone always talks about it, but I think there's a pretty big rivalry in it. So I'm assuming that's the same for you guys.
Yeah.
I didn't know the rivalry was that big until I got there and I was like shaking some of my Blitz friends. And then the Warrior guys looked at me like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, huh?
You lost.
Game there. I was like, oh shit, my bad. And then, I knew the rivalry was good after that.
Yeah, and how long? So you both obviously played at uni. I'm assuming 3 years apiece. Is that right?
Yeah.
None of you did like fake masters or anything.
Nah.
Like a draw or something. I'm gonna take odd for a year and just not turn up.
Chainsaw. So after that, was it during? Did you play uni alongside senior, or was it just afterwards? Or
like I only played 2 years at uni, and then like after my second year, I played my first year at Blitz, and then rather than play uni my third year, I was like, I'd rather use it as an off season and play for Blitz as like my third year. So I didn't really play uni in my third year. I played like 1 or 2 games, and I was like, I'd rather just not play uni ball this third year and just wait to play that for Blitz in the summer.
Yeah, no, that's interesting.
I get that. Like if it's so. If you want just to give your body that rest over that winter, because I hate uni ball in the winter, man. It's horrible. Like going to those games and there's just snow dripping off your face and stuff. Like, oh.
I mean, it's lovely when you play in it, isn't it? It's like it's fun because you're at uni ball, and there's a different feel to uni ball, isn't there? Like you've got your mates, you're at classes with them, lectures, and you go out for drinks with them and stuff. But yeah, no thanks for a warm, a freezing cold December training. Some coach who would only became a coach last year screaming at you.
me as a coach last year, last season we went up to play a game up in Scotland somewhere, and I couldn't see the centre of the field. And like I didn't realise they were shouting, asking for the play, and I was like, I don't even know where he's are. I don't know the yard line. I was like, just do it. He's all winning. Just whatever he's wants.
Run left. Yeah. So, David, did you do 3 years and then to Warriors, or?
Yeah, it was in my final year that I started the off season with, not the off season, but like after the uni season, I went to Warriors training, and then started playing with them. But yeah, that was the first year when we won the Britball. It's my first year we won it, and then my
Glen's face when he said that. Did you see
how he tried to fly that? Oh yeah, it was my first year. Right? Okay.
That was the one where it was like a field goal that won the game, but that was
that year was. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that year. That year was.
And then my second year, I was working in London, so it was okay for me to just play straight up senior ball instead of junior ball.
All right, cool. Yeah. So, and when was this? So, how long ago was this? So, this was a couple of years ago, or?
Yeah,
This
wow.
was like 2016, 2017.
Yeah, 2015, 2016.
So, okay. So, and then from that point on, so after that, so obviously David's 2-0 up there to championships. Did Blitz get one then, or was that when Tamworth beat you both?
That's when Tamworth. Yeah, Tamworth beat us again. Well, for the first time. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, so I bet that was a turn up. I mean, for everyone, I think in Britball, seeing a North team actually do something for a minute.
I wish you'd just stop insulting the guests, if I'm honest, mate. You know what I mean?
Keep bringing up
Guys, I
bad
can only
memories. I'm like,
I know, yeah. Oh yeah, okay. Glenn, thanks for coming on the show. Talk about your 3 national final losses. Thanks for joining us, Glenn. But yeah, talk about all these hard losses you've had, please.
Crazy, man.
Glenn, why is your favourite colour silver, man? What's going on? I'm sorry. I couldn't help
Actually,
what's that sound, Glenn? Second place.
You don't work hard for a silver medal or a gold medal. You do it for the pizza after the game. That's what you do it for. Yes, we all know.
So from that point on, so let's say where you guys have not just played in the UK, have you? So David, where did you? What made you make the decision to leave? Quite frankly, a very successful Warriors team to seek opportunities abroad. Was it the money, or was it the fact of doing it? Or the experience? What was it for you?
At first it was the experience of like leaving UK and seeing like football elsewhere, and I think that's when I went to Hamelina Huskies with like 2 other guys from the Warriors, Dan McKenzie and Alex Haldane, and yeah, that was another crazy experience, man. That was like when I first experienced like the import life, where people see you like a celebrity out there in Finland, and that was pretty crazy. So that was a pretty good experience.
And for people who don't know, how good was that team? Because I only know of a couple of teams in Finland. How good was that team in terms of like Prem, Div 1, Div 2?
I'll say the mid-tier Prem.
Yeah,
We got the talent for like to be champions, but I think we just needed like a couple more years to click together. But in Europe, it's hard to get like things like that.
And how many did you say imports were over there with you at that time? Did you say there was a couple?
Yeah, I think we had 2 Americans, actually plus Stan Bedell, like 3 Americans. I think Nico was half German, half American, I think. And then there was a bunch of British guys. We had JMO, Dan, me, Alex. Yeah, there was a couple of British guys, and Ruben, Atu. Yeah, there was a couple of us.
It's half the team by the sound of it.
Just imagine the poor little Finland guys just standing on the bench going, I came here to play, but I'm not getting here.
out in the rain there. I think about Finland. Is it maybe it's just Lapland? There's more reindeer than people. I went Lapland a couple of years ago for Christmas.
Oh my days! Look at him bragging about his holidays. All right, Mike, get away.
Well, I didn't go to play. I had to try. Some normal people have to go and pay to go places. Some of them like these ballers we've got here. So what happened after that for you then, David? Did you come back to the UK, or did you just take the off season and then choose a new team? How does that work?
Yeah, I was meant to go back to Hamelina, but then the team folded.
Okay.
Like, folded late before the season, so everyone else had like signed their players. So I was just gonna take an off season, but then that's when Rostock hit Griffins that hit me up, GFL 2 team, and then I went there for 2 years because they had a great linebacker coach. I think he played with Dresden. He played in Helsinki. Yeah, he was a pretty good linebacker coach. So I think that's where most of my knowledge for the game and like understanding of the game we grew up when I went to Rostock.
Right, okay, and that's the last.
You would have learned that all earlier if you went to Blitz.
Yeah.
I got you, Glenn. I got you. Don't worry, man.
He went to the wrong team.
I love Blitz because there's no other teams in London at all, really. So come on, we were talking about it when we did our All-Star show, and they were saying there was another good player who played for the Olympians. So at my point was, well, which teams are going to next year, Blitz or Warriors? Because that,
I mean, it's time to make that move.
I know. Come on now, grow up. Stop playing for the other teams. Which one are you playing for? And what about you then, Glenn? So you obviously left the Blitz. What was that? Why did you make that decision to leave the Blitz?
I kept getting beat in finals. That's why.
I think the main reason why, because I actually didn't know about football in Europe until that year that I left, and that was because like a lot of my friends had gone to play in Europe, and I was like, oh damn, like is that possible? And then like I see all these teams in these nice jerseys, and like they play in these stadiums, and I was like, yeah, I need some of that. So then, yeah, like that year, I think Janelle went to Alga. My friend Jeff went to play in Finland. I just saw loads of guys that I knew, like loads of good guys leaving the UK to come play. So I was like, cool, next year, like my goal was to go to Europe and play. And then like I'd done a bit more research and I learned about like the levels of like what leagues are best and what leagues aren't so good.
So how did you guys go about managing to get over to play in Europe? Yeah. What did you do?
I messaged the head coach of the team now.
Did he? Please, can I come play for you?
Here's my highlight. If I'm good enough, thank you.
Is that through Euro players or just through Instagram? How do you do it?
Facebook. Your page is too crowded, and like you don't have like on your page you can only send like a certain amount of messages a day, or like a certain amount of things a day. Otherwise, you have to pay. So I was like, okay, cool. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get all the relevant names, and then I'm gonna find them on Facebook, and then I'm gonna message them on Facebook because
love that.
Like who doesn't take the Facebook message? So I messaged.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no.
And then, yeah.
Did you just send your highlights and underneath just write, show me the money?
It was kind of like a little paragraph about myself. Like, yeah, this is like I'm Glen. This is where I played. Like these are my stats last year. These are like what I've done. Like I played for GB and stuff like that. And then a lot of teams like aired me. A lot of teams didn't get back to me. They'll read my message and just not say anything, or they'll wait like a month and be like, "Oh yeah, so are you still interested?" And yeah, it's a weird process.
When they message you later, like, "Oh yeah, what's up, man? You still looking?"
Yeah, like, a lot of people ignore you. Sign, and then they'll get back to you, and it's like, "Yo, I've signed somewhere else. Like, you guys ignore me for like 2 months. Like, do you think I'm gonna sit here and wait for you guys to get back to me?"
I've been ignored for 6 years. Don't worry about it. I always get left unread. You want to see the amount of people we try and get on the show? Like, you know, people just ignore us.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It is tough.
No.
There must be a lot of people though out there that's doing like the whole just messaging teams and messaging coaches and things. Because, I mean, our coach at Gateshead would just be relegated to Division 2.
But that's a team up north, guys.
You'll never ever play them unless you break your leg or you retire or something. Like, you might give him a shot then. But no, we get messages on our Facebook page of like guys from like Austria and Finland and stuff that are just looking to get out of there to come and play elsewhere. And like this guy messaged and he was like, "Hi, I'm from such and such. I'd like to come and play for you." And I messaged back. I literally just messaged back and said, "Mate, you wouldn't." Didn't even say me then. I was just like, "Mate,
nah, you know you're coming."
He did it 2 months afterwards as well. He waited 2 months and then now you won't met.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Like, I think he was like, "No, I'm really interested in coming." He was like, "Here's my highlights and stuff." I was like, "Mate, do you live in Newcastle or Gateshead or any of the surrounding areas?" He was like, "No, I live over here." And I was like, "Mate, we don't. It's an amateur league over here." Like, I took a picture of outside. It was fucking pissing down. I was like, "Mate, you can hear it." Yeah, like, you don't want to be here, man. He didn't even reply.
He didn't reply back. You got ghosted.
Yeah,
that's the first player to ghost the team. So obviously, from that point on, so you've got your film abroad. And obviously, they're both. I mean, I'm happy to say they're both very, very good players. So those things don't come by coincidence. Obviously, you've dropped your Facebook messages, but you're showing good stuff, aren't you guys? You're showing good quality tape and stuff like that. So is that kind of like your recommendation for guys? Anyone who's looking to do that as well? Are you guys thinking, right, actually, this is probably the best way to do it? So go on Europlayers, find the best guys, drop them a message on Facebook, but don't expect everyone to respond no matter how good you are. Sometimes it'll be a while. Is that kind of what you think happens?
Yeah, because like I feel like coaches probably get loads of messages on Europlayers.
Yeah.
And I feel like Facebook is more personal. You know, who doesn't read their Facebook message? But Europlayers, I feel like a lot of coaches probably brush past it or don't log on it as frequently. But you know, everyone's on Facebook at least once a day, and it's real easy to like one paragraph get your message out, end your tape, like all in like the same message, like it's all there for them to read. But Europlayers is really, I feel like, impersonal. Like I'm not sure if it tells you if the person's read it or not, or like and then you have to like log on and stuff. I'm like, I'd recommend just going on Facebook, finding out like the relevant names or like the coaches that you're gonna message. Go on Facebook, message them, add them as a friend first, or anything, or just message them, and then like at least you'll see like if they've read your message, then you know, okay, cool, like they're probably not interested. But Europlayers is a bit, I'm not really a fan of using it, especially like if you're going out for the first time and coaches maybe don't know you by name. So like they probably won't bother reading your message, or like some coaches will be looking for a running back specifically. So on Europlayers, if you don't come up as a running back, they probably won't open your message. Whereas on Facebook, you can kind of sneak past that and like have a bit of time.
Like kind of backdoor slide in. Oh, quick! I'm actually really good. We do have good players in Britain.
That's how I ended up in QB. You know? I just said I was a QB, and they were like, "Really?" I said,
yeah. It's one of those. If you tell someone you're good enough at something 3 or 4 times, like I've told people I'm good at football, I'm not. But people start. I actually set up a podcast and I just say I'm good at it, and then people are like, "Oh my god, I've seen that guy up there. That guy with the Titans. He does the podcast. Good player."
I'm going to try and sneak into the top 100, mate, just for the crack. 101. Nah, just tell them. Tell them it's not Christmas.
No, it's low key, that.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyone who's watching...
Ignore the last bit.
We'll edit that out, don't worry about it. One of the big reasons... you guys are on the show, other than being unbelievable ballers, is because you were the only 2 successful people from the CFL combined. Is that right, in the UK?
Yeah.
I think Cadell eventually got invited too.
Oh, Cadell got invited?
No, well, he's not on this show. We're not counting.
Not on this show, yeah.
Right.
Cadell's been cut. Cadell.
Even if you got invited, it's been withdrawn. You're not going anymore, right?
We chatted with Canada. They don't want you. So talk us through that CFL combine. Obviously, it must have been... Talk us through almost from start to finish there. So, David, if you want to talk through the pre of it, what you had to do to get ready, how you heard about it, and then if you hand over to Glen about the day and what actually went on, and then we'll get both your thoughts on, what you did off it.
I saw it when what's the name? The first year when they signed Hansen and the other guys from Germany. That's when I actually started like watching the CFL and like keeping updated with it. And then when I see them start partnership with everyone else, I was like, okay, Baffa, what's up, man? When you guys gonna hop along and join everyone else? So, and then when it happened, then I was happy as shit, to be honest. And then my coach from Rostock also helped me because he's a strength and conditioning coach. So he wrote me a program because he helped Max Zimmerman, if you know, the wide receiver that Rough Riders. He helped him with his combine and everything. So he hooked me up with a program, diet plan, and everything. And then from there, I just kept on working every week out, week in. It was just straight training. And lucky enough, my family supported me, so I didn't need to get a job or anything. I was just all focused on football and getting my body right. Yeah. And then when it came, it was nervous. I was nervous as shit from the get-go. When I started talking to everyone, because we all know each other, so that's when the nerves go, it just felt like it was just a big ass GB practice, to be honest.
Yeah, and where was it based? Where was it?
Bristol.
Bristol, yeah, obviously, yeah. yeah.
Down at the Pride, you know, where they beat France.
Oh yeah, they mentioned that on the show. We had the guys from Pride on, and he kept repeating how they beat France. It was pretty funny actually. On our GB program, absolutely haven't. That's a good banter. So the day, Glenn, talk us through that. What did it entail? Was it different for everyone? Was it like we see in the NFL Combine? Just for people who haven't seen, I watched it, but obviously for people who haven't, what was the day made up of?
It was the same for everyone. So like we arrived there, I think it was like 9 a.m. Early registration. They gave us our the jerseys that we wear, our kit and stuff like that. And then everyone done everything at the same time. So we went like our measurables, like your height, your weight, your arm span, and then we went from there into stuff like the bench and your vertical jump. And then after that, it was just straight into cleats. And then you did stuff like they'll split us into groups, if I remember correctly. Yeah, groups based on I think numbers. So like some people would be doing their 40, and like the other half would be doing like their broad jump. And then you switch, and then some people would be doing like their L drill, and then some people would be doing their pro shuttle, and then again you'd switch. And then after that, the good thing about the CFL is that they have you do stuff kitted up. So after all that non-kit stuff, you kit up. You split up into like positional groups, and you do like short indies. Obviously every positional group is just like different, and then after that it's just straight one-on-ones.
Big boy time.
Random, and then like they want to see like certain matchups, so they'd be like, okay, you against him, and then like just be like route running for the skill players, and then for the O line, D line, it's just straight one-on-ones, and then RBs and LBs would go into like pass pro, and like rushing and stuff like that. So it was quick. It wasn't too long. And then like David said, it was chilled after a while because you know everyone, so it kind of felt just like a competitive GB practice. It wasn't like too nerve-wracking after a while. So it was cool. It was fine.
Yeah, and you guys put up some ridiculous numbers, didn't you, David? What was your bench reps? It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I got 28.
What did you get, Glenn?
It wasn't that. I think mine was like 14, 15.
I mean, to be fair, what is that? What weight did you put up? What's the weight?
Everyone does 100. It's 100 kg.
Yeah,
we done.
225.
Okay, so that's so David, you did 28 more than me, and Glenn, you did 14 more than me. So yeah, I got
no. David got 28. Well, that's a bit mad.
So yeah, what you didn't see though, they took some plates off for him when he was doing it. You see,
that Warriors treatment.
Warriors, yeah, okay, take the plates off. Take the plates off.
So the Allen pulling strings. So obviously there was some good players there, weren't there, as well? So I mean, even just British players, because I know Raymond went from the Warriors, didn't he? And I know there was Miz running back, and there was other. I know Wayne went from the D line from Tamworth. So I'm assuming it was good level of competition, guys. But you all kind of knew each other, didn't you? Really?
Yeah, like everyone was familiar with each other. Like either we played with each other, against each other, or maybe we played like for GB with each other. I don't think there was anyone there that I hadn't like come across before. Yeah. So it was like David said, it was basically like a GB practice. Yeah.
What was your favorite drill in like the full combine? So whoever wants to answer first, go ahead. Like
I love the one-on-ones that I've had, to be honest. I think it was like the thing that made the one-on-one so much better is like if you didn't perform so good in the other drills, you can always like
stand out
when the pads come on. The special team drill as well.
Just knock someone back in the next week and
I thought this one-on-ones like hospital. I was like, yeah, I got this. They're like, yeah, you have to drop into man-to-man coverage. I was like, huh? What?
See, I think I'd be all right there. See, the one-on-ones, I'd be good, me, you know. I'm telling you, one-on-ones, I'd be like, I might have a 12-second 40, but if someone runs into me, they're going down, mate. I'm telling you. Like,
honestly, I'm like Revis. McGugan Island is probably because I've got a gravitational pull, but no receivers getting by there. If I get my hands on, we're in trouble. So, but obviously, that's different to what you'd probably expected, and that's good though, because you see a lot of guys who can do cone drills and they're built differently, but we've all seen it, haven't we? They look good but in training and stuff like that, but then it comes to game day, they do go missing, and when the time gets tough, I know. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you guys will know, like, in the Warriors, when you're playing against the Blitz, there's certain guys you think, you were good in training, where you gone?
Certain guys will be disappearing, or they stick on game day, like, yo, what go on?
I know, just on a milk cart, and the next day, missing. Didn't show up for the game. I imagine the pads really helped, like, fish that out, didn't it, then? So,
yeah. You can definitely separate the boys from the men when pads come out.
Yeah.
And did you two go up against each other?
Yeah, I think there wasn't that many running backs or linebackers. So
yeah, there was like 6 running backs and 2 linebackers. One
there was like hold on,
like it was the point. It was shit. We had to catch our breath real quick, man.
Well, to be fair, you had a leg up. You said you was like bankrolled through it all. Mum and dad helped you out, so you was just training day in day out. You had no excuse.
Yeah, exactly. So you're calm, man. Chilling.
So what happens then? So you did all that stuff. I'm assuming you clearly both representing yourselves and us, as Britball really, really well. And I wanted to thank you for that, because without you guys going and showing up and giving us the recognition, I'm sure things like this wouldn't happen again. So, and you probably won't hear it enough, but I think Britball are very thankful for having great athletes like you who represent us well, even if it's not on a national level, but at things like that, because we need it, don't we? Like, there's a lot of guys who play in this country who I can't go and compete at the CFL. I'm not physically gifted enough to do it. So we know there's good enough talent here to be able to go and show that. So I do appreciate you guys showing up and balling out. So I do really appreciate that. You probably don't hear that enough, and you should really. So
fucking hell, someone's after a follow back on Instagram on there. Jesus Christ.
It was one of those. I was talking then, and everyone went quiet. I thought my internet had froze. So you were all just flagging them.
We were all just sitting thinking, what's this prick talking about? That's because no one's ever been nice to you, ever, Adam. You shit at everything. No, but honestly, we all like over the moon that he's a.
Go on. Yeah, thanks, Pod. Yeah, thanks. Cheers. Go on, jump on, because you look like an idiot now.
I don't. You know what? Fuck this. Right, I'm going. Bye. No, but honestly, it was obviously we're over the moon that you guys have done it. But what happens now? What happens after the combine? Like, what's happened since then? So after the combine, did you get told like straight away, like, oh, we love you guys, or what happened?
Yeah, I think they were meant to fly us out to Toronto to actually have another combine with the Canadian guys out there and the other guys from the other combines, but then COVID came into play and ruined all that. And then after that, I think because they thought the season was still going to happen, so they're trying to hook us up with some interviews with teams I think because the team knew what we could do, but I think they wanted to know us like how we personally were.
Yeah.
I think after that, then they said the season wasn't happening. So right now, not really sure what's happening next year.
So are they been like in contact still? Are they been like keeping you in the loop, saying like obviously it's just COVID, we'll still be here, or will you have to go combine again? Like, don't hide, Glen. I'm watching you. I can see you. Like,
I think they said they're still gonna have a global draft, but we're not really certain about the date yet. So,
I mean, we got a pal Jeff. We'll get Jeff on the show again for you. We'll just hook you up there if you're on.
Yeah, I think, that's about it. I think that's what we are. I know they said they were having a global combine, but we just don't know the dates yet.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So it's kind of a bit of limbo at the moment, just waiting to see what happened. So what actually happened like moments afterwards? Did like who announced it? Did coaches come up to you? Did stuff start blowing up? Did you was you the one ghosting people from then on? Or what happened?
I'm not DMing that coach now.
I know David was acting brand new. I think on the day they announced like David was invited, and then after that they gave everyone including from the other countries too a day that they would announce like the other guys that would be invited, and then like that's when like I found out that I was invited too, and then after that it was just like interviews with like David, so interviews with coaches from like different teams and stuff like that, and then yeah it was. Yeah.
I think they just forgot to announce me,
I think it was really pretty cool, isn't it? Like, this is probably not anything any of us expected. Well, I don't know if you guys had those aspirations for yourselves, but like, it's a pretty big deal, isn't it? Like, it's on the telly, it's massive over there. So it's a slightly different variation of the game, but it's a step towards the NFL, which is, I suppose, one of the end goals for you guys. Is that kind of where you're thinking? Is this a stepping stone to that, or are you just blown away that this is the step?
I mean, I just played for NFL, so like, I'm not specific to which one it is. It's just as long as it's one of them, like for me that's cool. But obviously, if I get into the CFL, then like the aim would be then like the NFL. But like for now, it's just the next level, like wherever that is. Like,
you know what it is, man. Like, if you can get a job doing something that you love doing, bonus, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like,
that's a dream, innit?
If you have went like, listen, I've got the talent for this, I can work hard and I can keep doing this sort of thing, and someone's willing to pay me, then so be it. You know what I mean? Like, dream, innit?
And let's get to the point there. You definitely Googled how much is the average CFL player on. So
100%. 100%. I think I Googled that like before the combine. I was like,
avoid going for that extra takeaway this week because
Glen went like that to run. How much? Shit, I can only do 2 on the bench press. I'm off to practice, boys. I'll see you in a bit.
Oh, right, come on, like break it to us. That what we talking? What figures we talking? If you make it, the big bucks.
I can't say that, man. They're not going to tell you that.
Well, I could just Google it now, and then we know more.
Google.
I think it's a lot of money, and then it's like I think you get like 4 gallons of maple syrup, and you get ice skates. You get a hockey puck and someone else. I think it was like
about 54,000 CAD.
Yeah, could you tell I was stalled until you googled that there? By the way.
Yeah, to be fair, I would do, like, not like anyone would want me to do it, but if they did, I'd just want all the merch. Like, I bet you get so much good merch. But my question really was, did you keep the jerseys and stuff from the combine? Because that shows.
They let us keep the shorts and the t-shirts, but the actual jerseys that we wore, they didn't let us keep that.
They took that.
Yeah. All right. I'll allow
that. To get one, but they were like, nah.
Yeah, that'd have been in my bag. That'd have been right in my bag. They'd have never seen that again. They'd have to get one made for me anyway. So.
Mate, I'm from Newcastle. I would have took the pitch home with us, mate. You know, mind them jersey. Just rolling this up, boys. Give us 2 minutes.
Definitely took a cone or something. No, but at least it's a judgment for me. Like, how much are they going to give you? So no, I like it. No, it'd be good for you guys. So that's that kind of practice squad level as well in the NFL, isn't it? I suppose we've got the international pathway as well. Do you guys know anything about the international pathway? Have you taught? Do you know how? Is that an option for you guys as well? Or dare I say, are you guys a little bit old for that kind of thing? Now, I'm not saying you're old, but I'm not sure the age. I'm not saying the age that I know. Having done this show now over the past coming weeks, British American footballers going stateside now are getting younger and younger and younger. They're coming from youth level. I know Adam's got a QB over there at the moment, looking to get another one over there. And these guys are 15, 16, not men, if that makes sense, like you two are. I'm not saying it's more a compliment than a negative. So
Just lost that follow on Instagram, mate. I'm telling you, just lost that follow.
So that's you two old folks then.
I don't think I think there used to be an age limit on the pathway program, but then like this year, I know someone who's older than me and David, who was on it. So I think like they got rid of the age limit, or maybe they pushed it back because I think they realized that like guys start playing football a bit later in Europe, so like guys would be at the prime of like their football career a bit later compared to the States, where normally guys would be like ready to go to the NFL like 2021, but like most of the guys that I know that are like the top guys in Europe are normally tend to be like mine and David's age. I think they realize that like if you want those top guys from Europe, you can't expect them to be like 2021 because most guys normally have only been playing the game for a couple of years now at that age.
Can you imagine, right, if you had started before university?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Do you know? Do you ever think that?
Yeah, I thought yeah.
Like I was thinking, like if they had like an NFL academy, like when like
when we were younger,
like the guys that I know would have been crazy. Like guys, I think guys would have gotten like top college offers, but potentially been on like NFL rosters. Yeah, 100%.
Oh, my little boy's 9 and he's in the garden every day throwing a ball at me. Every day.
Yeah,
he's my
little stuff like that. I feel like exposure to the sport at a younger age just opens up so many doors compared to like if you start uni or whatever.
Yeah, it's a shame because I've already started to realise doing this show and obviously seeing you guys go the CFL route that the end goal isn't playing for the GB men's team anymore. Like that's almost people of Adam coaches juniors. There's a lot of guys who are not playing for the GB team because why would they want to bust their ankle when they're looking at a Div 1 offer and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And it baffles me when I heard this. And it was even the GB junior head coach was like, we're not the end goal for these guys. We're not even a stepping stone in that. It's all about Filton, the academy, Div 1, And it kind of blew my mind that we are actually further on now than... Well, we're not, but the next generation is much further on than us. But I suppose it's you guys, and who've laid that foundation to show them what's possible. I suppose.
I hope so.
Honestly, like
Glen guy sucks.
Did you see his hat, man? I'm not going to CFL.
I lose national finals all the time. That
guy. Stop rubbing salt in the wounds, man. Jeez. No, but like, if you could look at a youth team now, like a kids team now, what would you tell them? So there's two parts to this question, right? So one to the player, what would you say the player needs to do, and what would you say to the coach needs to do for the player?
I told the coach to keep learning about the game himself. I feel like some coaches kind of get stuck in like how they did things in their day or what he's used to, but like the game is evolving, or the game's always evolving. So like what you were used to, or like how people did things when like you played or whatever, like probably isn't in style anymore. So the more you can learn as a coach, the more knowledge that you can pass on. And as a player, there's so many. I think I'd say I don't even know. There's too many to just narrow it down to one. There's way too many things.
Go with the generic get to the gym answer. You can have that one.
Weirdly, I wouldn't even say go to the gym. I'd say something like go and do track or something like that.
Yeah, no, that is a genuine point.
That's the big difference between us and the guys in the States. Like most of them are like when they're young age, they're doing track, running, and all the things. And we just not like at the same age, like from a college kid in the US at us is like they've been doing track and they're so used to that kind of like speed, and us it still takes us a while to like get better at that, and we start at a later age, so we like blossom later.
100%.
And that's the big difference is like the speed. That's why a lot of our NFL scouts look at speed instead of like strength and power and those kind of things. I think these days.
Oh, it's really, really good point. I heard something the other day. I can't remember. I think I was listening to an X's and O's podcast, and they had a guy who's going to Div 1, and it was like, if you're going to spend that 50 quid, on a new pair of vapor gloves, why not spend that hour, with a track I'm going to say instructor, but I mean coach. I mean like a guy who teaches you that, and it never twigged in my head. But I suppose that's kind of in every position apart from offensive line. Really, you need that elite speed, don't you? You need different kind of speed on offensive line. I would always
kills
recommend.
Regardless of what you do.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like even as an offensive lineman, like I've seen guys turn heads just because like they're big but they're fast. I feel like
Get out on the edge.
Like like speed kills regardless, and I feel like that's overlooked. I feel like some people just get stuck in like, okay, I have to get go to the gym, but you can always get in my opinion bigger and stronger. But I feel like it gets to a certain point when like if you're not fast now, you probably won't get much faster. But like if you start earlier, then it's easier to be like more of like turn more heads as opposed to like get like thinking, oh, I'll just end up getting fast. Like be fast now. You can get stronger later on, in my opinion.
No, that's a good point. Really, really good point. It's probably not one that's been raised on the show, so I do appreciate that, guys. It's a really useful insight. So, did you have a second part to your question, Adam?
Yeah, so obviously it was the coaching and the players part of it. And then there was what do you think about film for coaches? Do you think coaches should be filming everything? Because I'm in a dilemma at the minute, you see, right? Because we don't normally like film our youth and junior practices or anything like that. But we're going to start doing it because I've got a kid now, 15-year-old, 6'4" quarterback who's got offers out of his eyeballs to go and play high school in the States, like private high schools, obviously. And we've had to now go and get everything on film. Like they give us lists of everything that they want to do, and like we're just filming everything now. So what's that like for you? Because obviously you've got your highlights for games, but for kids over in the UK, they play 5v5, 7v7, or 9v9, and high school college coaches don't want to look at it. You know what I mean? Like, so practice highlights for me is like a bonus sort of thing. Like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like
in 2020, everyone looks at film. Like even if it's in the gym or whatever, like if scouts are looking for something specific, they'll see it on film. And I feel like it's always better to have the film ready than like a scout actually, do you have this? And you're like, oh no. And now you have to go and get it done. Like it's better to like just have it there ready. Yeah, like I feel like maybe not film like every single thing, but like having film is great. It's even just to teach athletes. I feel like having a bit of film from like every session that you can give like show athletes like what they're doing wrong as opposed to like just saying okay you're doing this wrong. Having like film there to show athletes, which is weird because like I feel like in the UK like it's not compulsory to share film, which I always find crazy. Like on hardware that like teams don't have to share film. You know, some teams don't want to say names.
I know. When they do share film, it's like some bloke's blurry camera like shaking at the back of it.
Bro, what am I looking at, man? It's like a dead sideline view from like 100 yards away. And I'm like, what is this?
Two films, just a guy in a brolly doing this.
and it's crazy because like in other European countries, I know like in Finland, they actually have rules. So I think it's like 42 hours after the game, I think you have to share like a sideline view or something like that, and then you have like another 24 hours to share like a different view. So like other leagues have like rules that like force teams to share film because like it's film, it's so valuable. But in the UK, it's like you have to negotiate and like fucking brag like hey, we'll give you this thing film if you send us that film. It's like why?
Yeah, we played against you guys at uni 3 years ago. Can I borrow that guy's film?
Yeah, it's like what?
Can I borrow your dad's live stream of the game?
Like, what the heck?
We're too busy sitting around afterwards, aren't we? Looking for a decent photo for Facebook and without like somebody's like I always find it funny with the photographers who like plaster, you know, like their imagery all over it and the fake imagery. Like it's British American football, No one's playing £3 for their own picture.
Yeah. I always find that funny too when photographers are like, "Hey, messaging me for the photo." I'm like, "Yo, no one's gonna message you. They're just gonna screenshot it and just upload it like that. No one's gonna pay for their own picture."
I'm gonna print screen that shit.
Yeah, like, what do you mean messaging for what? £10 for my own picture? No way.
I'm sorry, like I'm not paying £2 to see me get beat by a D end. Like I'm sorry.
I don't,
You know what I mean?
I don't want to see me getting blown up by another Warriors defensive end. I'll relive that memory. Bad enough being there. No, so with you guys now, obviously we kind of got the picture of you. What's the ceiling for you guys now? What are the end goals? Obviously, I think this is giving you the taste of it, but what is that end goal for you both now? David first.
NFL.
NFL.
CFL, NFL. Man, I just want to go out there and just, regardless of whichever one I'm going to, I just want to go out there and just make a name for the sport. Like UK guys can't do it. Like we can do it, and leave a mark wherever I go. Really, I think that's the ceiling I'm trying to reach.
And then, so the short term, what's next for you guys? Because if I was you guys, I would be using this would be on my Europlayer CFL recruit. Just had an off season, which GFL 1 team wants me, and how much would be my lead. That I wouldn't even have my name. That'd be what I'd have. So what's the short term for you guys? Because is GFL 1 the best? Am I right in saying that?
I think so. Yeah.
So, and I'm assuming you guys are just waiting for them to hit you up now.
I don't know. Like next year is so like there's a new league out called like the EFL that's coming out.
The European League,
and obviously with stuff like Corona, some like leagues might not even happen. So I feel like next year is so messy. Like in the past, it's been a lot more easy. It's been like, okay, I'm gonna go GFL and that's it. And there was no worry about whether or not the season's going to happen. But I think next year is so messy in terms of like deciding where to play, because you might sign for a GFL team and then find out like a month before the season that the season's cancelled, and then Finland's already started their league, so you can't go there. Whereas in the past it was just straight, okay, yeah, I'm going GFL, and you know it's going to happen. So I feel like for a lot of guys that I know that play in Europe, like deciding where to play next year is a bit like tough, because you don't want to commit to like one team in one league, and then you find out they're not having a season. Or, for example,
you know what, man? I would just do what you do for the Europe like league so far. I would just start looking up Canadian coaches and stuff, and just start dropping in their inbox. You know what I mean? That's what I would do. I'd just be like, yeah, I'll just smash the combine here, fellas. Get us signed now. What are you playing on?
But then the crazy thing is that this CFL might not even happen. Like they've released like a potential schedule, but like even that's not like 100% guaranteed that they'll have a season. So it's like everyone's a bit of like stuck in limbo, because no one's sure like where to commit to, because some countries just might not have a season because of that.
Nah, mate, just be like, message a coach and be like, mate, I found your address online. I'm flying over tomorrow. I'm staying by you. It's like your sign is now peers, so I can get a house, or I'm staying on your sofa. Like it's, you know what I mean, mate? Like
I've practiced all that motioning and all that nonsense. Yeah. I've done that. I've got it down. I'm outside. Maple syrup.
Open up.
Yeah. Now give us my jersey. Like, you know what I mean?
Otherwise, I'm going to steal your ornament out of your garden.
Oh, what really? Like, mate, I'm telling you now, if I was used to, I'd be like, hey, yeah, coach, I'm outside. He's like, who are you? What do you mean, who am I? I've just smashed the combine.
Who are you? What are you talking about? Bloody Glen, Tonga. What are you talking about? And I've got a question for you. You're Team Europe, aren't you, for the Schneider Cup? Are you playing? Are you Team Europe?
Is that for me?
Yeah. Are you playing in the Schneider Cup?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
You Team Europe?
I don't remember. I think it's Team Europe, yeah. I mean, there's one really good team, and I'm part of that team.
Yeah, that's me as well, yeah. I've been drafted to you guys.
I think it might be all the other teams might be it.
Now I know why you've been asking me to play, you prick. I'm not playing if they're playing. You're joking.
Don't worry,
not
Glen,
a chance.
My ass is big. Just follow it, man. We'll be right. David, sorry, mate. It's a leap above this, lad. Sorry. You'll get there one day. Don't worry. One day.
This is why you've been asking me to sign up to this, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm not the worst player there. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you do realise I broke my back holding a blocking pad, didn't I? Like that legit happened, by the way, in a training session. I slipped and broke my back.
What, did you get hit by one of your juniors?
No, mate. What happened was, right, I was getting my hands like this, and I went to hit the blocking pad, and I went, "It's got nothing to do with you, Mike." Right? That's what happened. Right? Yes, it was a junior. Leave us alone.
I think this might be a bit of a banter question, but it's for you, David. Is David too small to play linebacker in the CFL?
No way. No.
Whoa.
I don't know, but at AT Black, he put up 28 reps of 100 kg. No, he's not. I'll answer that for you.
I think so.
You know this guy. And I want you to... I was going to say, you and him in an Okie, that's all I want to see.
Yeah, I know.
All right, okay, that's fine. And is he any good?
I'll put my blast. Nah, he's trash. He's dead.
David, who is it? Say names. Who is it?
Man, he doesn't even play no more, bro. That's why, man.
You always get better when they retire, don't they? They're always, back in my day, we were so good.
Yeah, but what film?
So we're gonna fire some quick fire questions at you both. Some of them are planned, some of them will just come from the head. So bear with me.
Both answer them, or...
Yeah, both answers. So we'll always go Glen then David. Okay. So first question: the best player you played with?
Who?
Best player you played with?
AJ Wentland.
I'll say now, man, Scott.
Okay. Best player you've played against?
Oh, wait for this to kick off right now, by the way.
Cadell.
Cadell. Is that guy who's not been drafted?
Cadell, yeah.
I was gonna say Glen, but alright, bro. I think his name is it Khalil Dixon? I think some Elmshaw's fighting Pirates on running back.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, him.
Best player in the NFL?
Right now?
Yeah.
I'm not good with names, man. I was to get names. Who's the QB for the Cardinals again?
Oh, yeah. Kyler Murray.
That's it.
What?
My guy.
The little bubble head running about.
My guy. That guy, yeah. I say probably best player. Or him, or yeah, cool, yeah.
Little Papa Smurf, are you joking me?
Yeah, but he's cold, man.
What?
Yeah,
I don't really watch NFL like that, so like if you're off my screen, I don't know who you are.
If everyone's going at him, he doesn't care. He was clutching the straws. He knows he's quick. He likes him, and no, leave him to it.
Yeah, I'll take him. Yeah, man, I'll take him any day.
David, best player in the NFL.
Shit, I know this is not true, but I'm going with my boy F.O. Butter.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Oh, nice guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at that. He's looking. Oh, I love that. If FA is watching, which he won't be.
I might tag him. I'm
going to clip it and tag him now.
Just absolutely tag him. David, he's been on a media training course for the CFL. He knows what he's doing. And he knows I'm a Panthers fan. You, good one, David. I like that. Best coach you've ever had?
How am I forgetting names? John Booker.
Ooh.
I had him just this year.
Okay.
I think it's a tie between my coach and roster, Christopher Kufer and Tony Allen.
Go on, Tony. Go on, Tony. Go on, do it.
Do
it. Warriors.
Warriors. Right, Glenn, this one's for you. So you've got to play. It's 3rd and 1, and you're on their goal line. Do you want to be pounding it, running up the middle, or do you want like a little quick pass out? Both going to you, obviously.
Anything to the sideline.
You want it to the sidelines.
Yeah.
Hey, turn that ball upfield, on he's going. Gone.
Nah, man. I don't really like those powers. I'm like,
So you've never really got on with the contact side of things. Just put him in space.
The thing is, I don't mind it like if it's anywhere else in the field, but like on the goal line, further one, like nah. I'll trust that I'm faster than whoever I'm running. I'm like whoever's like coming after me. I'll trust my team.
Yeah, outside. Yeah, I get you. David, pick 6 or strip sack for 6?
Pick 6, man. Pick 6.
Pick 6.
Oh, wait there. Let us change that question slightly, right? So pick 6 or strip sack where the QB's landed like on his face or something, like a proper big hit sack.
I might have to take the sack for that.
There we go. See,
get a nice picture out of that as well.
Yeah, it's when you see a strip sack, people just go to the batting it out of the hand thing. Like I'm talking like leather this guy to the ground, like he can't remember he's got kids or anything. Like that's what you want.
Hit him so hard, his grandkids have got headache.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Right, because I'm not going to put Glen on the spot with this one, but this is our favourite question we like to ask because Glen's not good with names. I'll just pass this one straight over to David. You've got to pick a flag 5-a-side team from the NFL. So
they've got to play both ways,
offense and defense. Glen, if you want to have a think or a Google of some guys, we'll come back to you.
They play both ways.
Playing both ways. Both ways.
Jalen Ramsey. Von Miller, DK Metcalf.
Yeah, DK is in everyone's team.
Yeah, that boy a human, man.
He shot into everyone's team after he chased that guy down and tackled him the other way.
He robbed him, didn't he? Like,
I don't know for QB. I need that. I like QB. I might even take Kyler Murray because of how fast he is. I might use.
Like it.
Nah, Lamar Jackson, sorry. I'll take that back.
Lamar's not a QB. I keep saying this all the time. He's not a QB. I get so much hate for it all the time, but he's not QB. He can't pass the ball, man. I'm a better QB than him. If I was fast like him, I'd be in the NFL.
And I think the only one I would say you've missed there is Tyreek Hill. I think you got to have him in your team.
No takesy backsies on this show.
No takesy backsies, sorry. I'm playing Tyreek Hill. And you've just been burned, David. Sorry, mate.
Snap. I just forget.
Watch Glen straight away. Tyreek Hill.
No, I actually wrote this shit down. I wrote down. I got named.
He's got little sticky notes and everything.
I got DK.
Yeah.
I got Lamar. I got Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Shout.
Yes, sir. Told you, I know some names, man. I got Tyreek Hill and I got Odell Beckham just for the.
Odell.
Just because it's Odell. Christian McCaffrey is the best player in the NFL.
Where's Odell playing on defense, man?
Wherever he wants.
I think he played DB.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah.
100%.
And he's a good front.
Right, so can you imagine? I've just threw a little dump off pass and you're leaving Odell to make that tackle. You're joking.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I have DK there, so I got DK and Tyreek.
Yeah, all right, you got DK.
I know, like, I'm not getting beat deep. I'll take that.
You're not getting beat deep, and this QB's definitely not scrambling against DK, let's be honest.
Yeah, so I'm like, cool. I'll give you the underneath stuff. You can take all of that. That's fine.
I've got a final either or question, and this is ultimate for me at the moment. DK Metcalf or Calvin Johnson?
Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, good. I've heard people saying DK Metcalf recently, and we would have just ended the show there and then. But
yeah, we would have just turned it off. I've got my hand on the button ready to go.
But like, I don't think he's done enough yet. Like, he needs
Calvin Johnson did that
enough yet.
for so many years, man, and he was
Yeah,
just
haven't done it for too long.
He was just another level, man, wasn't he? He was just
100%.
Ultimate baller. So if all else fails, when do you reckon, if ever, do you reckon you'll ever play Britball again?
Oh yeah, I think it depends what time. Like if we go like, or let me say when we go to the CFL, I think if I could like probably still work out with the Warriors and everything, I'll definitely still do that. And then try and play as many games as I can with them before I go out. But like,
I mean, if you want to like work out on a team that's like got mud and stuff on the grass, like goalposts sometimes are there, sometimes they're not. Gated, you're welcome to come up here.
No, because the problem is there. You'd have to drive past Manchester, and they couldn't do that.
Woo! Right, man.
Really?
Yeah, because then they would only get, if we had these two, we'd only get beat 58-0 off the Warriors.
Yeah. Oh my days.
Glenn, what do you reckon we'll ever see you in the blue or even
in the blue?
Like, I would say that like if like all my boys come back and play a year with me, like the guys that I played with like whilst I was at Blitz, if that team comes back and plays, then yeah, I'll come back. But I'll never play with like the new generation. I don't know those guys. So
why
have
all the old guys moved over to Warriors now? Is that what's happened?
Nah, like just all my friends that either playing in Europe or they don't play anymore. But like if those guys come back, like Mike, like Janelle, like Jermaine, like all the like Mikey, if all those guys come back for like 1 year just to be always for fun, yeah, I'll definitely play.
Who's got the best? Right? If you could, this is a good question for you. You can pick an all-star ultimate Blitz team of all time. So every Blitz player ever is available for selection, and every Warriors player is available for selection. So yes, the Warriors get FA. Who wins that game?
Oh, Warriors, calm down, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Are we talking about the guys in their prime? Yeah.
I'm not like obviously you're not getting like some guy who's 28 like years retired. He's gonna, he's not gonna be playing now.
In their prime, definitely win.
I played for the Blitz 35 years ago.
Blitz are 100% winning. Yeah, so we're definitely killing that. Yeah.
And would you ever? I've got a question more for any of you two. So let's say we're allowed one team becomes a professional team to compete in this EFL, right? But it's a London-based team. David, the question is, it's the Blitz, right? The Blitz get chosen as the team. You could go and pay. You get paid to play for them. You don't have to go abroad. You can live at home, but you have to wear the Blitz blue and play for them.
I can't do that.
Play for them.
David's lying, man. Why are you lying, bro? I'm 100% go. I'm like, yo.
I'm telling me, Nana to do that.
I can't ever look at my Warrior friends in the eyes and do that, man. I can't do that.
You're lying.
You won't need to, mate. You'll have a massive house. You don't have to look at them ever again.
Don't mind David. David's lying. They come and make new friends.
Glenn, same question. The Warriors are selected as the EFL team. They're the only paid team in the UK. It's in London. Some of your boys who you mentioned there are playing for the team. The guard's changed a little bit, but you have to play for the Warriors under Tonga. You have to go off social media before you play every game and all that. You're not allowed to have fun when you play, but you have to play for the Warriors.
Yeah,
are you doing it?
I'm doing that. Yeah, 100%.
Love that, Glenn. Love that, Glenn. Please, I'm chasing that paper. I love it.
I don't want to lie. Like, yo, it's not personal, man. I'm trying to play this thing
Love it.
Yeah,
man. He can never show his face at Blitz again now. That's nasty. He's gonna go there. All right, guys. I've been to CFL. How's everyone doing? They'll be like, "Fuck you! You said you'd go to Warriors."
I'll have a big house, like, it's cool. I'll be there, David. So it's cool.
Oh, brilliant! I mean, I don't want it to end, but I think we're pretty much at the end of the show. All I can say is you guys have been absolute legends. Yeah. Absolute legends. This has been the fun. I've never laughed as much on the show. Look, guys, for sure, we'll be following your journey so much. We hope that the season's on for you both. I can't wait to see you both balling out. And if you do and you make a team, as is standard when coming on the show, you have to get us tickets, just so you know.
Yeah, and when you make a team and you are famous, you need to send her a jersey back. That's how it works. Like that.
You have to steal a jersey and send it back to us.
Yeah. Just be like, this is for Britball.
I'm a practice jersey. I'm a practice jersey. That's easy.
I like that. Yeah, even if it's been worn, you're not really that forced. Even an old one.
Yeah, I'll take a tea towel, a Canadian plug. Like, I'll take anything, mate. Just get something like
bottle of maple syrup. No, guys, thank you so much for coming on. Keep balling, and after Christmas sometime, when you're getting closer to the time, if you hear more, let us know, and you can always jump back on, and when you're over there, because I'm sure you'll both get on the team and ball out.
Spot on, guys. Thanks very much, guys.
Thanks so much. See you later, guys. Thanks very much. No worries. Oh, what a pair of absolute legends.
Heroes, mate. Heroes. I mean, they're not following us back on Instagram, mate. I hope you know that now.
I know. I'm so glad that Glen just went, nah, sack that. Of course I'm playing. David would, wouldn't he?
Yeah, 100%.
David absolutely would. No doubt about it.
I mean, we're just going to start a rumor now that David said he's going to transfer anyway, so we'll just do it. It's happening, isn't it?
Yeah, he texted me before. Pretty sure. In the private chat, he said, yeah, I'm going to go blitz next year.
Oh, we still live? Oh, no.
No, great show. The only thing, if we're, for the people who are still watching and for people who watch back, we have got a bit of good news coming up. So through the month of December, each show is going to be dedicated to one charity. So we're going to work this year because me and Adam are both dads, and obviously Christmas is coming up, and we know Christmas is tough for people. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the Rock FM Cash for Christmas. So what we're going to do is we're going to put out an Amazon wish list, and any old toys that you've got lying about the house, obviously kids' toys. We'll put up some pictures of what type of toys we can and then what we'll do is that's all going to be building up to one end show at the end of the year when we're going to do a 24-hour live stream for charity. So 24 hours, no sleep, just streaming. We'll have loads of guests on. We've already got people lined up. It should be a hoot of a show. It's got to be. It's 24 hours long. We'll probably play some Madden, play some. What's the other game we're going to play?
Among Us. We're going to play Madden. Among Us. We're going to be talking rubbish. We'll get some guests on. If anyone wants to come play some Among Us, if anyone wants to talk football, anyone wants to talk Britball, tell her about your club. Each club can have a little segment on there because we've got a shitload of time to kill. And I'm probably going to get dressed up as an elf or Santa or something. I'm going to, we'll get dressed up, have a bit of fun.
And hopefully Vernon's out of the jungle and he'll join us for 10 minutes. We're going to try and get everyone who's been on, and we'll do some stuff and we'll do that. So no, thanks everyone for watching. It's been a great show. Share, like, subscribe, and all that crap. But thanks EP Sports as well, obviously, for they've got the Cyber Monday sale on at the moment, 10% off. So if you want to down in that corner, I'll never get that right. EP Sports, the only place. Well, it's not the only place, but it's a good place to get some
the place to get them. Should I do the advert again?
Go on.
EP Sports is where you can get all of your American football. I can't do it. No. I'll do it in a proper outtake.
I know, yeah. Vernie's big time now. He's never going to be too big for us, is he? He loves the boys.
I'm his best mate. So you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, so we'll have everyone back on. We'll hopefully Glen and David, everyone who's been on the show. We're going to push it out and just say, look, come and join us. 10 minutes, half an hour, 2 hours. 24 hours if you've got now better to do.
I mean, if you think that you're an absolute lion so-and-so, come on, play Among Us with us, because that's literally the job of the game. So you just got to lie to your mate. So come on.
We're going to work on that Amazon wish list, and anyone who's got toys lying about, we're going to put up my address or Adam's address, and then we'll ask you to send stuff to us. And that'll just be, we'll collect it all, and hopefully we'll open some stuff on the show, give people shout outs.
Thing is, I know what I say to some of these guests and stuff. You know, if it's my address, I'm gonna get something dodgy in the post. By the just be, oh look, a Monopoly set. Kids are gonna love that, and I'll just put it down, not even check it.
Don't give people ideas.
Don't give what? Have you froze? That's the worst position to freeze if you're still watching. Oh my god! I hope that stays.
You know.
Oh, he's back! You were literally frozen like this. Oh my god! Right, I'm gonna end it now, guys. Thanks very much. Oh my days!
Oh god, those two have hyped me up. I'm not going to sleep tonight.
Yeah, this is crazy, isn't it, man? Oh.
Right, everyone get on as well. I'm going to vote for Jeremy Chin, Defensive Rookie of the Year, by the way, just so you know.
And also, just a little shout out for any little tech people out there. If you know how to hack someone's Xbox account, let us know, because someone hacked into mine and they've sold all my FIFA points. I'm not impressed at all, by the way.
I know that, though.
I'm raging. Absolutely raging.
There's always a plug with you.
It's not a plug. I'm so annoyed. Mate, they've spent like 60 odd quid on my account.
Oh, well, man, on your wage, you'll be right.
I'm all right. You know what I mean? It's a few points.
Right, guys. Thanks very much for joining us. We'll see you next week.